Hello, hello, hello! Right, I think it's working this time. I've had a bit of a problem. I should say things haven't gone quite as swimmingly as I thought they would today, and so it's a miracle that I've actually been able to record this for you today. But never mind, we're going, we're up, we're running. I think everything's right. I'm checking my settings up there. Everything kind of looks right. So yeah, let's get on with the show. I said it wasn't quite right, and that was one of the things that wasn't quite right. Sorry about that. The title music didn't have the whole music coming through it. It's one of the problems that I've been having today. Nevertheless, I use XSplit to record. The people at XSplit have been very, very good. They answered questions on Twitter, sorry, really, really quickly. So yeah, big thanks to them. Other than that, we're back in the game. I need to get this done pretty quickly today because all of the time that I was going to have to make a video today has gone out of the window. Isn't that lovely? And we're really close to the time when I need to upload, otherwise you won't get a video tonight at all. So last week we're in this room, and we did this room, and we did the bathroom, if you remember, but one thing we haven't done is put any windows in here. Now, we want to have, you know, if you put something in high, if you put something in like that, it's like it's a kind of a prison window. If you put something nice and big in, it's kind of nice, but it's kind of dull being a bit square like that, even though it kind of fits. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to pull out all of the blocks that make this window up. So we're basically a step down to outside, and I've just realised that means this floor is a bit higher than the other ones. It's not a problem. And you look at what we've done in the other things. We've given them a lot of window space. We've got a lot of kind of air to breathe in there. And I think that's kind of important on both sides. Look, there's a lot of space and air, and it feels quite airy. And we want to do that for these rooms as well. So there's our one room. We need to kind of do it for the bathroom as well, but obviously the bathroom's a bit different because the bathroom, first of all, we've got this water on, so we don't want to mess up that block there. So we can really only do here, and you wouldn't want to put a window where someone's having a shower, because that's not very private, and obviously that block there needs to stay. I'm just realising now. Okay, so that's the space that we've got to play with here, and looking at it from it outside, you can see it now. If I show you why I haven't taken this row away, if I do that, then the water comes out, and that's not what we wanted. And now that's happened, I can't stop it. How do I stop it? Like this. Yeah. Right away. So there's a couple of things that we can do here that actually is going to make it look quite nice. And if I bring up the there we go. If we bring up that, one thing we're going to look at is ice. Now, ice, we've got these packed ice building blocks now, which are quite nice. And I think that came in number 9. I'm not sure, but I can very quickly change that for a packed ice. Ooh, wrong thing there. For a packed ice block, and you can see what that's like. And it looks okay. Let's bring up normal ice. This is just normal ice in there, and just see the difference is with packed ice you can't see through it, with normal ice you can. So with that in mind, I think what I want to do is have a bit of a window here, and then the rest of it I want to be made out of packed ice, so that it's, you can't see through it, so that this is what a bathroom looks like, which I think is alright, but I'm not going to want that for the whole thing, of course. And it will look kind of odd if I do that, I suppose. So maybe we'll stick with the quartz. Now, I should say, right at the start, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm making this up as I go along. I'm thinking now the bathroom window, just in case there's somebody who's got a drone or something, needs to be higher. And needs to be a bit more discreet. So let's take this. That's the area, and in fact we'll go into the bathroom. Let's take a look and see what might look right. Actually might be something just in there. So it's quite nice, and we could run it along there, so it's got quite nice and wide. It's quite big, but it still gives that bit of that feel of discreetness. I'll take another block off there as well. So that's nice and big. That's cool. Okay. Is that something else I wanted to come in? Yeah, it's not finished yet. You can't come in. Right, so the next bit is this big wall. Now, we don't want to be as discreet in the bedroom. You're quite high up, and you want to be able to see that view as well. So with this, we're going to get some glass out. But normally I've been making things from these glass blocks here. I wanted to try some stained glass because we've got these lovely stained glass panels here. And one of the things we've got is this grey stained glass panel, and I thought that might give us a nice block. Now, I don't, again, not too sure what it's going to look like, but look, that's an interesting shape, isn't it? Oops. This isn't very difficult to put down, but I seem to be making a pig clear of it. It's more difficult when you're trying to put it on top of another bit of the same glass. Maybe I should do this instead. Maybe that's better. God, it's difficult to see, isn't it? What have I put in so far? I've put in that so far. So I need another one here. There. And you can see what we've got here is actually is inset into the window bit, so it's a bit more delicate. I'm not just saying that because I keep breaking it, than the glass blocks, but gives us a slightly different look as well. Because up here with the glass blocks, we're actually building out the wall a little bit more. Down here we're not, and actually I quite like that. I quite like that, but I don't think that's going to be all of what we do there. Now I'm prepared to let's have another look at some of these glass blocks and see if they've got a grey stained one or they've got a black stained glass there. So let's keep the quartz, but let's get rid of the carpet there for a second, and let's just see what that looks like. See, that's a bit more discreet for a sort of bathroom area. And actually, what you could try and do is just mix and match. So you've got some of that there, and I quite like that. So what I'm going to do, let's take out these four. Put in... And then let's do the same at the bottom here. And it gives us a bit of a sort of cross pattern. I'm not 100% sure if I like that or not. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you want to have a quick look into that. What might be better is doing something like this. Now I want this to be really, really sort of classy. It's still a high-ish floor, so you don't want it to... Oh, that's a bit better perhaps. And that's why I kept the let's try that again. That's why I kept the quartz block along, because obviously I've made a mess of that. Now that's not bad. That's not actually that bad. I quite like the look of that. I'm going to break a couple of panels so I can go through the window. Oh, maybe another one. So I can go through the window. There we go. Let's put our quartz panel back on and take that off. And we're going to put these panels back, which shouldn't be too difficult. There we go, and that's our window. I quite like the look of that. I have to admit, I do quite like the look of that. So let's keep it like that for the time being, and now we're going to go outside again and just take a look at the surrounding, because to do this, the easiest, quickest way of doing this is to go up onto the top floor, and right, we'll use our ID, which we put in there before. There we go. You see, that's what it looks like when you've got that kind of thing on the outside. It just looks a bit odd, but then further down it doesn't look quite as odd there now with this. So I'm happy with that, I think. Right, now you'll notice on the other levels we've built this out a little bit as well, so it's not just inset into the wall, but there's a bit of a shape to it, and we're doing that with quartz. So let's bring up all of the quartz blocks we could possibly use. I'm going to keep... I need that again actually for something else. Right, so that's all of the quartz blocks that we've got. And up here, I kind of want to do something like this. Works. Oh, and actually, take a quartz slab as well. We could use the slab across here, just to give that a bit of depth. Now, there's a pillar block here we can build this up with. Another one over here. Ooh. So that we've got this surround on there. Excuse me. So we have that surround on there, but I think I also want to put in sort of stairs that are leading up to here, so there's a bit of shape with the whole thing. And I'm edging towards putting something in there as well. Hello. That's not easy to put in. Now this might mean that we go and go back in inside and then finish that up and make this all, instead of being glass, turn those into just normal quartz blocks, which is fine by me if it works. Pillars, quartz. There we go. So we've got a bit of a lip on the whole thing. I'm happy with that. That's looking good to me. Now the only difference is though here that we've got this bathroom window, and I don't want it to be without any decoration at all, but it certainly can't have the same sort of decoration as that. So what I think we'll do, we'll take out these bottom windows, we'll add in here, we can put these in there just to give it a bit of shape, you see. And I think we could probably do the opposite up here, so that we're doing something like that, and we're giving it a kind of shape to live up to. In fact, what I think is probably needed here is similar to this. So we'll have these blocks here, but instead of having that, I'd like to have the chiseled blocks there. And then we'll run chisel blocks along there as well. So it just looks like it's been a bit more designed, and that is going to be outside every single room. So as we zoom along here, we're going to have you know, those are going to be repeated until we've got there's about 6 of them. I'm fairly pleased with that, I think. Bit happy with that. That seems to work well. Let's zoom up and back down onto the 4th floor. Ah. 5th, 4th floor is there. Okay. Because there's one final thing that we're going to do, and then I'm going to end the video for today. Because what we missed out is I messed up this thing up here, and there should be a bit of water in there that's making the shower, and that's it. And that's our bathroom. So from inside then, that's what it looks like. If you're taking a shower, nobody can see in, unless they're really careful. And then if you go into the main room there, you've got this nice big window along there. Now what we could do is sort of change up that motif a little bit here, and let's take these chisel quartz blocks as well, because actually that going all the way along, set up as well, there we go, that's better, isn't quite working, so let's just do that instead, and that gives us a bit more symmetry to the window, and that's looking good. I'm just going to go and check this outside again as well, and then next week's going to be something slightly different, because we're going to take what we've got with our one room and we want to duplicate that lots and lots of times, so that we have a full room done. So basically what I'm getting at here is that you don't have to have this whole thing completely finished before you can actually start to get some rooms done. Now, just out of interest, alright, I quite like the look of that, so let's go with that. Let's put another one of these in here. Pillar. And I'd love to know what you think of these, whether actually that's a good design or a bad design, or if, I mean, essentially, because what I've just done here is give steps up here if people want to try and peek in at the window, but because it's up so high, because you forget we're kind of up really, really high on this level, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. So that's where that's gone. Now I'm looking at that. That might be better. And this sort of illustrates a bit about doing stuff in Minecraft, that you don't have to be locked in to doing you know, what you initially plan to do. There's lots of other things that you can sort of try. That's better. That's much better. And then that means I get to do that one there, but the other ones look like that. But I tell you what, if that's that, then that can be that, but that can't be that because of that. Okay, but that's looking all right. Okay, so that's the outside of our window. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sorry it's been a bit slow, quick, slow, that sort of thing. See if I can get these buttons right now. There we go. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So yes, I'm sorry. This has been a little bit of a sort of a rush tonight, but I hope you've got something out of it. I hope that you could see where we're going with the hotel, and next week, as I said, we're going to try and duplicate this stuff, so we'll actually have a finished floor really quickly, if I can get the software for that working without crashing my machine. So until next week, thank you very much for watching, and good night.